Welcome to LSU Baseball Therapy Session. I'm your psychiatrist, Paul Jarrett, and I'm here to work you through all of your comments, questions, and concerns dealing with this LSU baseball team that we all truly love with all of our heart. I've been saying for a long time now, give this team until tax day. Well, tax day is right upon us in 2 days. It is April 13th today. We're 2 days away from tax day, and LSU baseball Tigers are not in the top 25. I'm going to be brutally honest with you today. You're going to dislike some things I say. You're going to question some things I say. But I'm going to be honest. That's all I can be. I've asked you to hold your judgment. I've asked you to hold your criticisms and your outlandish takes until tax day. Well, tax day's here. If you're in the chat, let them fly. I am here to be your therapist today throughout this show. Let's do a recap on your LSU baseball Tigers right now. Right now, your Tigers are 22-15. They're 6-9 in the SEC. In the last, well, it doesn't matter the weekend. You haven't won a baseball game in a week. You've been swept by Ole Miss. You lost a series to Vanderbilt. You've won series against Kentucky and Tennessee. And you lost a series to Oklahoma. You're more than halfway through SEC play, and you don't really see a light shining in the distance. I'm going to be honest, I don't see a fairy tale ending happening with this team. Now, I want to remind everyone that, 2008 Tigers can come around. They can show up. 2008 Tigers, who won, I believe, 23 games in a row, lost in the regional final to UC Irvine. That team can show up. But I don't have a lot of faith in that right now. The reason I don't have a faith in that right now is because I don't really see Jay Johnson having a lot of faith right now. If you've watched his post-game press conferences, if you watched him talk about this team as of late, he doesn't have a lot of, how would I put it, amazing things to say when it comes about this team. Apparently, none of our local media does either. This morning, a local media personality decided to express to the world that he doesn't believe this LSU baseball team will make it to the SEC tournament in Hoover, much less NCAA tournament. Well, I have bad news for him. All 16 teams enter the SEC tournament now in Hoover. No matter what your record is, you're just seeded, and it's a single elimination tournament now. As a program director, you should know better. But I digress. We have 4 more weekends of SEC baseball play. You have the SEC tournament. The season is not over. You have 19 games left until the SEC tournament. 19 baseball games left in no, don't get me wrong. I think at least 12 of them are SEC baseball games. You have Northwestern tomorrow night. Everybody remember Northwestern last year? I don't think they're going to get run ruled tomorrow night. Don't get me wrong. Not trying to say that. You are turning away from being everybody's World Series to everybody's get-back game. You had a rough weekend, get it right against LSU. Ole Miss came into that weekend series. I'll have to give Ole Miss credit. Their pitching has been phenomenal. Their pitching has worried me all year. Rave's a great pitcher. Towns is a great pitcher. Their whole staff's great. Calhoun's great. I'm not going to put down on their pitching staff whatsoever. They showed you how good they are. Their offense was the one side of the team that I thought, hey, you can get. Our pitching staff versus their pitching staff, we can get them. Their offense decided to show up in a really, really big way. The one thing I will be honest about is I'm as lost as anyone. Now, if you have any questions, you have any thoughts, you have any rants you want to get off in the comments, feel free. I'd like to quell them if I can. And if I can't, well, I apologize. The season isn't lost. There are still things that can happen good for this Tigers team. Are they out of it? Mathematically, no. And I know for a fact these players aren't giving up on this year either. They're not happy with what happened this weekend. I can promise you that. I'm not speculating. They're not happy. They want to get right too. But it's going to take a lot of work, a lot of patience, a lot of focus for them to get that back. I had a lot of people online talking about Sunday. Hey, I'm turning the game off. I'm done. Give me the football season. I'm done. I can't watch this team anymore. I'm done. And then all of a sudden, LSU scores 7. And I think we lost that game because a lot of those people decided to turn their TV back on. I wish you'd have left your TV off. This team has been criticized for not having leadership this year. This team has been criticized for not having any fight. I've seen fight out of this team. I've seen fight. I've seen the leadership. Just something just won't sit right with this team. I don't understand it. There's no answer to this ailment. I'm not going to tell you what's wrong and what can be fixed. You want me to prove to you this team fights? Look at Devin Sheeran. That's the reason why he's a thumbnail. Devin Sheeran laid it all out. Could have ended his season right there just to get that out to finish the inning. That's the fight. A kid has already missed a season with an injury. He said, no. We're getting this out. We're getting out of this inning. That's the fight I see in these kids. Mason Braun. Up and down the lineup, in and out of the lineup, up and down in different positions, left field, first base, wherever you can put him. That kid hit almost 500 this weekend. He's not giving up. Injuries. Chris Stanfield out there lost almost. I think he got a concussion Sunday. Heart, wrist. Seth Dardar out there. All these kids are injured at some point. All of them. Whether you're Beatty, Cerna playing through a concussion on Friday. I promise you, Brown and Curiel are banged up. Milam, I promise you, is banged up. He's not injured. He may be hurt. But no one on the team is 100% healthy, and they're fighting. What do you want them to do? You want to criticize them on X some more? Go ahead. You saw what happened with one of them this weekend. He decided to open his mouth a little too far on Miss Peggy. You gone. Then you talk about not having fight. You're down 7. Then back to back to back. Homers gets that team running. They didn't have any fight then, but like, oh, that's cool. I'll try to hit a homer here. Let's make it back to back to back to back. No, they started hitting base hits, taking walks. Your pitcher staff isn't quitting. You complain about this team quitting. You shouldn't quit on them as a fan base. How about that? Don't quit on them as a fan base, because I promise you, if you're out there with your children and you go to Rouse's or you go to, what's that place they love to eat? I've never had it. Chipotle. You walk in there and see one of those players, I promise you can be like, hey, can you take a picture with my kid? I promise you that'll be you. But you want to quit on them as a fan base? The microcosm of the last week has been phenomenal to see. It really is. We go from a fan base who rallies to support Jay Johnson and his coaching staff and this team to give him what he needs to have a national championship program to, oh, I'm not watching this again until football season. Explain that to me, please. It makes no sense. Am I going to lie? Can this level of play be sustained? No. No, the mistakes you make in the field, the lack of approach at the plate, the at times lackadaisical nature in the field, on the bases. No, it can't be sustained. It's not winning baseball. I don't know if you'll talk to a single person who'll say, "Oh, no, you can take a break every now and then. You're good." No. Baseball gets a bad rap for being a lazy man sport, kind of like golf. But if you know baseball and you watch baseball and you dive into baseball, every pitch matters. Look at the stats of OPS from first pitch strikes to first pitch balls. You throw a first pitch ball, that bat changed a lot. Throw a first pitch strike, now you run it. As a fan base, I'm not even asking anymore. I'm telling you, don't quit on this team. They deserve more than that. They won't quit on you. I promise you, if those kids quit, they won't be on the field. I saw some things this weekend, just in the dugout, that tells me there's guys who won't see the field again. I've called it once, and I was right. Baseball is such a team sport, and it takes a team. Mom's great on the field. This bat's been struggling. Braun's bat was great. He's a first-year first baseman. There's going to be some growing pains. Anybody giving Ethan Kloss any grief about that play in the 6-hole, shove it. Don't care. Should he keep his foot on the bag? Yeah, but let's be honest. 99% of the time, those umpires give him that. You're close enough to the bag, they let it go. Go look back at all your favorite double plays of all time. I promise you, that second baseman or that shortstop may not touch the bag. Don't quit on this team. They're not going to quit on you, so don't quit on them. Can this team pull off a run like the 08 Tigers? Yeah, they can. I believe in them. Do you? And by any chance, does anyone have a possum they can release on the field this weekend? Nevertheless, we're going to get to some more aspects of this weekend against Ole Miss. We're going to get into the prize, the pick to click prize drawings here in a little bit. We're going to look at what some Tigers and the pros are doing right now, because that's what's important. And because once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger. We're going to support you. We're going to pay some bills real quick. Going to get to the people who support us, support those who support us. And I'll be right here back with you. Stay with us. In South Louisiana, there's nothing we love more than God, family, sports, and food. For your next get-together, make sure you contact Lemise Sourdough Bakery. Whether you're gathering with friends and family for the big game or surrounding yourself with loved ones for a Sunday dinner, let Lemise Sourdough Bakery provide what you need to make it that much more special. Lemise Sourdough Bakery is a small batch, all organic bakery right here in the heart of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Go take a look at what's being mixed up in the kitchen next, as well as place your orders on Instagram at Lemise Sourdough Bakery. Don't forget to pick up your regular sourdough loaves, your jalapeno cheddar loaves, cookies for those late night snacks, and cinnamon rolls for those early morning cravings. Lemise Sourdough Bakery, where the first ingredients in anything made is love. Lemise Sourdough Bakery. What's up, everybody? We're back. Let's get to some chats real quick. Say hi to everybody who's in the chat. Tiger Joker. Don't forget the like button, everybody. Yes, please. It is free. It just helps me out. I'm not monetized, so anything to help me out in the algorithm is well needed. Also, Joker let me know there's 15 SEC games left. You're right, Joker. I looked over the Mississippi State series because I don't want to think about going back to Mississippi. Uncle's here through the good and the bad. Yes, he is. Uncle Randy, happy to have you here, buddy. Alex, Sports Talk with Tiger Talk Podcast. Make sure you're checking that out. Hey, Paul, look forward to seeing you and everyone else this weekend at the tailgate. That is right. I'm trying to work some last minute things out. figure out proper locations and times for everybody. We're also, y'all see that in the background. That is the drawing is going to be at the tailgate. I'm going to go live on here for everybody to see whether you're in Baton Rouge or not. If you are there, I'd be very much appreciative just to be able to give it to you. Babbitt on the Bayou. Sorry my show went long, brother. No, you ain't got to apologize for that. You're all good. I wasn't trying to go too hard on my show. Hopefully it didn't come across that way. Like I told you earlier, Babbitt doesn't have a negative bone in his body. So he's all good. AP, everybody give AP a happy birthday in the chat, would you please? The young man turned 25 today. He turned 25. Mr. Coyote Operator, my man, reposted the stream. Thank you. Thank you, Coyote. Thank you, buddy. Can't wait to see you this weekend. IOTB, Mr. Jim Cross is in the building. Fickle bunch of fans. 2 championships in 3 years. They had never went through the valleys to know the glory of redemption. Amen, brother. It's people have short memories. And I'll talk about that a little bit. I get it in today's age of NCAA athletics with the money involved. And I mean, we spent a week and we're still, by the way, donations. You can still enter to win this jersey. It's not over with yet. $25. I will say this because I see this a lot now with Pick to Click. If you follow and unfollow, if you unfollow when the drawing happens, you're not entered. It's not much to ask. But talking about the NCAA athletics and money, I think people look at Lane Kiffin, for example. Lane Kiffin right now, it's all the talk about his $40 million roster. He has to make the playoffs his first year. And I get all that talk. But say this was Nick Saban when he first came to town. Granted, no one knew really Nick Saban was Nick Saban until he became Nick Saban. They gave him a few years. Let Lane not make the playoffs for 3 years. Good God. The love and excitement for him would be gone out the window. It's just the nature of today's age of college athletics. Uncle Randy, Uncle never quit on LSU baseball. You never should. They won't quit on you. There's absolutely no reason we can't be in regionals. None. There's no reason we shouldn't be able to make it to regionals. The numbers are not in your favor. You have 15 games left in SEC play. You have 4 non-cons who were not going to be easy. Northwestern, Tulane, Southeastern, and let me double check. UNO. I mean, those teams are not going to sit there and give you nothing. And AP again, thank you, Paul. You know how to much my heart. Well, man, look, black don't crack. All right, let's get to it. Let's talk about this Ole Miss series. Now, if you watch Babbitt on the Bayou, he walked you through the whole series. He did a phenomenal job of it. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk about some things in the series that I found that was good. And then after, I'm going to talk about some things that, I'll be honest, I'm going to disagree with Jay. Something I never thought I would do. There's certain things that I just feel like were bad decisions. Now, this hurts my heart because Jay walks on water almost to me. He's the second coming of this man right here. Why do I always do that? He's the second coming of that man right there. Let me bring to light to you some things that have been good over the weekend. And a lot of people still hating on this man. I get it. Friday, you lose 6-3 to the Rebels. I get it. It's not a good start. You want to win game 1, so you're in that driver's seat for the series. I can tell you who did not lose you that game. Case and Evans. Case and Evans did not lose you that game. I said it once. I'm going to say it again. Now I'm going to continue to say it. Stop with the Case and Evans slander. Shove it. He is your Friday night guy. He is going to be your Friday night guy not only the rest of this year, he's going to be your Friday night guy next year. Mark my words. I know a lot of you believe, oh, no, Schmidt will take that role. Case and Evans is your Friday night guy this year for a reason. He's going to be your Friday night guy next year. A deserves it. Accept it, pay the taxes, get it notarized. He is your Friday night guy. Kaysen will go 6 innings. He'd give up 5 hits, 3 runs with 9 Ks and 2 walks. He did hit a guy, but that doesn't get counted into walk category for whatever reason. After that second inning, Kaysen would have 3 up, 3 down every inning until the 6th because he hit that guy. After the second inning, let me hear it. Third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Third, fourth, fifth, 3 up, 3 down. Sixth, he would have hit by pitch, a K, then a 4-3. No, he'd have Furnace would get out. I messed up the writing. I don't remember what Furnace did. Hit by pitch, man on first, K, 4-3 put out. Get off of Kaysen. He is your Friday night guy. I get it. You look at his stuff on the year. 4.91 ERA. Not great. Not great. He had a couple bad outings that really boosted his ERA. Wait till I tell you what Paul Skeen's ERA is right now. Wait till you hear that. The venerable Paul Skeens. I love Paul. Don't get me wrong. I'm trying my best right now to find some Paul Skeens to give away at the end of the year and a big pick-to-click. By the way, when we do the pick-to-click giveaways, I'm going to give you all a little sneak peek of what's going to be given away this weekend. First time I've ever done that. But no, Kaysen's ERA is 4.91. He has 68 Ks and 47 2/3 inning pitch. A little over a strikeout an inning. That's good. 23 walks and 47 2/3 innings pitched. I thought he walked everybody. Didn't y'all come out here a couple weeks ago and tell me Kaysen walked everybody? Looks like he's striking everybody out. Y'all forget the 15K game he had. If I seem aggravated, I'm aggravated. But I'm more aggravated at the reaction of fans. The AP says it all the time. Fans is short for fanatics. I get it. And look, I don't need everybody and their mama to have the same attitude I have when it comes to looking at a baseball game. The best thing about baseball is everybody plays it. The worst thing about baseball, everybody played it. Apparently, they played for a college for the fall, and they were great. They were better than a D1 guy, even though they were like JUCO. But Kaysen is all right. Let's go over Kaysen's outing. First 2 innings. All right, let's do. Single, K. Now, what's one thing we all looked at with I looked at it with my breakdown of the game going into the Ole Miss series. Ole Miss strikes out a lot. They don't walk a lot. They had 2 guys hitting over 300. Eddie Furnace Jr. was the one kid underneath them, had a low batting average, and he wasn't really hitting the ball a ton. They're either going to hit it out or they're going to strike out. Guess what? They saw the scouting report too. And they decided, oh, maybe I should cut my swing down a little bit, put the ball in play, and maybe get some runners moving. They did at the first inning. Single, K, single, walk. That's 1. K. They scored 2. When you give up single, when you mash a K in between, that's usually the start to a really bad inning. He gave up 2. And you have an error mixed in there by Cerna. Get off of Kaysen. Second inning. First at bat, solo homer. Okay. Solos don't kill you. That's fine. 4-3 KK. From the solo homer on. 3 up, 3 down. 3 up, 3 down, 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 except for the hit by pitch. What do you want? It's pretty simple. Kaysen's a dog. Give him another offseason. That's going to be scary, buddy. Don't let these Tigers get in the postseason and let Kaysen have the postseason Kaysen come out. Say, boom. All right. Let's talk about some other good things from the weekend. One guy I want to highlight, Mason Braun. Shout out to the freshman. Everybody who was saying Mason Braun needs to get more playing time, I gave a lot of pushback on that because my question was, where do you put him? It's something similar to how we talked about Eddie Yaman, right? At the time, York was at first, and it's kind of like, where are you going to put Mason? Do you want to put him in left field? Stanny's back. You want to DH him? Well, you can DH Beatty or Cerna when they're not catching. It's kind of like, where do you want to put him? Now I think Mason's kind of taking that role at first base, and he's running with it. Is he going to be perfect at first? No. Is anything on your defense other than the outfield and shortstop perfect? No. And the outfield isn't perfect, but you have a damn good outfield. So you can look at it multiple ways. Would I like to see York get some more playing time? Yeah, I would. I think he could be a really key to your team moving forward. He has that pop that you really love to see. There are other things that I'm not really happy about that I've talked to with other people, but I'm not going to put that out here. Y'all can figure it out on your own. Let's talk about the weekend Mason Braun would have. Like I told you earlier, he would hit 454 in the weekend. I thought, yeah, 455. I apologize. 455 with one double. Guess how many times he struck out? And by the way, he went 0 for 4 on Sunday. He went over. He struck out once. A double. He went 3 for 4 on Friday, and he went 2 for 3 on Saturday. On Friday, he had the double. On Saturday, he didn't have a double. It was all singles. And he only struck out once. And he didn't strike out in his 0 for 4. Had a baby, Mason Braun. Good job. Good job. Good job. Kid's a player. Kid's going to be good. He has that. I don't know. So I'm a weird guy when it comes to baseball. I'll be honest. I can't do this in football. But I look at kids and I look at guys, especially at LSU, and I'm like, man, they just have this aura about them that's going to equate to big things in the future. And I see that with Mason Braun. That kid is special. And I think he has a lot of good things coming to him over his next, few years here at LSU. So I don't think he goes anywhere. Before we even get to the offseason, don't worry about the transfer portal guys. Kids want to be here. Guys like Mason Braun want to be here. All right? Don't worry about it. A lot of guys that enter the transfer portal are guys that Jay goes, hey, man, I'm sorry, but we're not going to find any playing time for you. You need to go somewhere else and get some playing time. It's not him running guys off. It's like, hey, what's best for you? Mason Braun. I think he's your first baseman here on out. I'll say this. From the beginning of the year, I have clamored to get Zach York in at DH. I thought that'd be a better role for him. Do we see some DH with York? Possibly. It's very possible we see some Zach York DH time. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I feel like that's a better spot for him at the moment. His defense was great. Don't get me wrong. But I think he needs to find the bat first before he can get back on the field. Now, I told you that I would talk about some things that I didn't agree with Jay. And this is hard for me to do because if you know me, you know how much I love Jay. I bought a dang Jay Johnson jersey. I'm the only person in Louisiana who wears a Jay Johnson jersey to a game. I feel like a kid every time I see him. I'm like, can I get him a signed jersey? First thing, I'm going to start off with this. Stop shifting. Stop shifting the infield. This game of baseball has been played for over 150 years. Shifting has came into play, the last 15? We played for 135 years or so or more without a shift. Stop shifting. It doesn't help. A part of me wants to go back and watch every game and track every shift to see how little it has helped. David Billiot last night on Go Deep Dive talked about it working 30% of the time. I'm at about 10. I'm guessing. Stop shifting. And if you do shift, please, for all that is holy, put your best infielder on the island. I love Pearson. I love Dardar. I like seeing Braden Simpson out there. Shout out to Braden Simpson coming out and putting on a good show. Swung the bat well, played the infield well. Hey, you've been on the shelf for a while. You came out and you put in the work. Atta baby. Good job. But if you're going to shift him, move your best infielder to the open side. Put him on the island. Like I said earlier, everybody wanted to give Ethan Kloss crap about the play in the 6 hole, getting close to the 5 hole that he came from behind second base to make. When he got up and made that throw, I was like, yep, it's not going to be close. It's not supposed to be close. That's called a base hit. When you shift the whole infield over, you leave all that side on all that gap on that side. Anything hit near the 5 hole in the 6 hole, base hit. Wash your hands of it. The kid came up trying to make a play because he got to that ball a lot sooner than he thought. Again, another instance of them not quitting. He tried to make a Milam style play, and he almost did. He had a little more accuracy on it. Maybe he gets him. Ethan Kloss is your future shortstop. Just FYI. And yes, Ruckert will be back next year. That's your second baseman. Learn to love them. They're here, and they're good. Stop giving them so much crap. But stop shifting. That's all I ask. Stop shifting. Now, do you shift on defense in baseball? Yeah. You do minor shifts. You may move a guy up closer to the second base bag, up near the middle of the field. You may put a pull hitter. You may move your second baseman closer to the first baseman in the 3 hole. A guy to his lines. You may move your first and third baseman closer to the foul lines. There are things you do, but you don't stop shifting. That's all I ask. It drives me insane. I'm off my shift rant. Next thing I would change. Cowan wouldn't have came in the game Friday. No. Cowan wouldn't have came in. Why? Cowan's your starter on Sunday. I love Grant Fontenot. He's not a starter. I love Grant Fontenot. He's not a starter. I want Grant Fontenot coming out of the bullpen. Personally. Your bullpen this weekend should have been, for the circle of trust we talk about, Guidry, in no particular order, Guidry, Sharon, Garcia, Fontenot, and Benj. Yes, I said Benj, for everybody who knows me. That should have been your bullpen. That should have got you to Sunday. And on days like Saturday, where it's obvious that Jay kind of punted, that's when you throw in your other guys. Cooper Williams, he's outside of circle of trust. Throw him in there. DJ Lackenmeyer, thank you for the good innings you had. You're out of it. You're going to throw in the punt games. That's what we're doing. Cooper Moore supposedly is coming back. Well, I'm not breaking news. I can't tell you if he's coming back this weekend or not. It is projected, I believe, from John Eads that Cooper Moore throws this weekend. Now, does he pitch in a starting role possibly on Sunday? Does he come out of the bullpen? If he's not ready to start Cowan on Sunday. Cowan cares. You want to talk about somebody that doesn't quit. Y'all wanted Cowan off the team beginning of the year. What has he done? Put his head down, worked, and got himself back to that circle of trust. And now all of you are clapping when he comes in the game. Do you see why y'all need to calm down? Cowan's a dog. He needs to be that Sunday guy, in my opinion. And also, when we're talking about Fontenot, I don't want to hear this opener crap. I don't want to hear openers. You have closers. You really don't have openers. I don't want to see an opener. All right. Cowan's your Sunday guy, in my opinion, at the moment. If Cooper Moore comes back and he can start, I'd start him Sunday. Just because Schmidt has gotten to that Saturday role, he's moving well with it. Schmidt pitched well Saturday. I wasn't able to track it due to work, but Schmidt pitched well Saturday. The first 4 innings. Schmidt's good. Also, another thing, who else has gotten you to 6 or 7 innings this year? Other than Kaysen. Don't worry, I'll wait. Now, I'm gonna talk about this very, very, very carefully. The 2 guys that I wouldn't have played Friday that played is Dardar and Cerna. Now, y'all know me well enough to know how much I love Dardar. Tattooed too far on my back for the life of me. Dardar is my guy. That is my guy. I've been on Dardar since before all of you that were on Dardar. Dardar's my guy. I don't think he was ready. I don't think his ankle was ready. I'm saying that because I'm watching the game on Friday and it's looking like he's having a hard time getting the throw off, right? That kid's not going to quit on you either. That kid's a fighter. I love that about the kid. He is a fighter. He ain't quitting on you. I promise you, other than maybe Jay, there's nobody in Baton Rouge who wants to win more right now in purple and gold than Seth Dardar. Nobody. Just don't think he was ready. And Cerna, looking at Cerna at the plate Friday, it seemed like he still had maybe some remnants of that concussion. Spoke with my buddy Zach Nunez over the week. He kind of felt the same way. I kind of was like, it's baseball. He'll be all right. Nah, I think he kind of had some remnants of that concussion left, and I kind of wish he wouldn't have started Friday. Maybe DH him or just sit him till Saturday. Flip the rotation, give Beatty Friday and Sunday, and give Cerna Saturday. Kind of way it was beginning of the year, just because I don't think he was fully over that concussion yet. Another reason I say I wouldn't have played Dardar is not because I don't want him to play. I want Dardar for every series from here on out. I want that fire on the field. I want that fire at the plate. I want him to be able to be on the field, giving that fire he has for this moment to everybody out there. That's the only reason why I'm like, maybe it's better to sit this one out. But I do believe in Isaac Trujillo and the whole medical staff with LSU. If they say Dardar was good, Dardar was good. If Dardar said he was good, he was good. Maybe. I love Dardar. I love these guys. I just want them healthy. That's all it is. What kind of impact does Cooper Moore have on this team moving forward? Well, we saw the kind of guy he was beginning of the year. He didn't have a 3-0 count to the 5th inning of a second start. In my words, I'll repeat them. I believe Cooper Moore was your best pitcher on the team to begin the year. Your Saturday guy was your best pitcher. A lot of you wanted him to move to Friday, either him or Schmidt. Kaysen's your Friday guy. But Cooper Moore is a hell of a pitcher. He's an amazing pitcher. If he can come back and he's healthy, I would look at it like this. I'd rather, if he's not ready off the mound to start, bring him in a long relief kind of scenario and let him pitch that way instead of, I'd kind of ease him in if you can. If you can. This is his money year too. He's going to want it. All right? He's going to want it. I cannot wait to see what the kid brings. I hope that he brings a lot of what we need back. I sure do miss seeing him on the mound. Let me just say that. What does this team need going forward? They need to get healthy. And I say that kind of sparingly because health is not really a thing at this time of the year, right? Everyone's banged up. What I say about getting healthy. If guys are really banged up, give them rest. We talked about all preseason and all beginning of the year, the depth we saw, the embarrassment of riches, as my buddy AP would say, that this team had. And he's not wrong, right? We've seen guys come in and have good performances. If Stanny can't go, put Harden out there. I'd like to see Braun still at first. We need to get Stanny healthy. People kind of underestimate. Jay said himself, he'd be a steal in the draft. He missed, 18 games, right around there, came back for SEC play, didn't miss a beat. Got it. Need Stanny. Need him healthy. We need Dardar back. We need him healthy. He has a thump in the lineup that we need with that heart and that passion we need. Right? If, health is also mental health. 90% of this game is half mental. It's a Yogi Berra quote if you don't know. 90% of this game is half mental. We need these guys mentally prepared, mentally there. You people on social media are not helping them, but let them get their mind right. Shut out the noise. Focus. That's all we need. We need mental health. We need more productive at-bats. We need more competitive at-bats. And the fielding, you need to limit your errors. You need to get to that money ball mentality of, all right, if they're going to give us the bunt, all right, take that one and go to first. If you get ate up a little bit, it may just be better to eat it. I know none of you in social media world are going to love to see that, but I'd rather see a kid eat it than to try to make a throw. It goes off. Now the guy's at second. Just simple things they need to do. Just simple things they need to do to get back into the realm of playing good baseball. Because even like Jay said, they're not playing good baseball. Do I think they have a chance to beat A&M this weekend? Yeah. I think they do. A&M, their third game got canceled for some reason against Texas, so I'll say they swept Texas this weekend. So they won 2 and only played 2, so they swept Texas. Horse down. That doesn't mean that LSU can't beat them. I believe they can beat them. I believe they can beat everybody here on out. I'm not excited to go back to Duty Noble Field. I don't know why they scheduled it that way. Not going to get into that. But I believe in these kids. You should too. Let's go to some comments real quick. All right. Jim Cross. My only issue was Kaysen was trying to fast pitch Pano and throwing a BP fastball to a non-hole hitter with no home runs. Yeah, that fastball he gave Pano was about that high. There's such thing as you leave it up, it goes far. And Pano's a guy who hadn't had a home run. He is first off of Kaysen. Yeah, that's no good. It's no good. But you give up that home run, then you give up a solo shot to start the second. I mean, what was it? You gave up 3 runs. You should win a Friday game with 3 runs, especially with the offense that this could be, right? Tiger Joker, Bossier City Community College. Yep, that's what I was talking about. Great Yogi quote, Wally J. Man, I may know some things. Not a Yankees fan, but I know some things. The defense just has to be a lot better. Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, there's some things that just make you shake your head, like the ball at in front of Cerno on Friday. When everybody just stands there and kind of looks at it. Then he turned around Sunday, got up, moved himself, got back to the back of the backstop, tossed it to Sharon, and Sharon just went, I'm a Viking. I got you. Tag. All right. So I want to do something different tonight. Let's talk about some Tigers. I got to find a new, can y'all help me find a new name for this? Because I don't want to, I'll probably get a cease and desist from Guaranteed Media. But Tigers in the pros. Hold on, go over some guys. Kate Anderson. Y'all all saw this, the post today that LSU Baseball reposted. Here's a fun little stat for you. Kate Anderson hasn't allowed a run in 2 starts of AA ball with the Arkansas Travelers in the Seattle Mariners organization. In his most recent start, he went 5 innings, struck out 11. Here's another little fun fact for you. That was 5 innings of hitless baseball. It's K's right now out of the last draft class, he is the highest level of minor league ball. Double A is where you keep your prospects. Double A is where you put guys that are like, okay, he's coming up. Cade is being silly right now. He has that Bugs Bunny curveball. That's just so pretty to look. I miss Cade. I miss Cade so much. I'm really curious on what the Seattle Mariners are going to do with him. I don't think he's not going to come up this year. Cade's not Paul Skeens. He's not coming out there throwing 102 from the left side with just Bugs Bunny curveballs and frisbee changeups. He's not that guy. But I'm really interested to see how quickly they move him up and what he does, like say in AAA ball. Something to really keep in mind, keep an eye out for when it comes to Cade. Joker, once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Exactly. 100%. Next time we're going to talk about is Anthony Ianson. Another guy getting a lot of praise out of the pro ball. He is currently in high A ball with the Greenville Drive out of the Red Sox organization. You want to talk about getting a steal in the third round? Red Sox got a steal out of the third round. In his last start, April 11th, Ant tossed 4 1/3, striking out 7. So he saw 12, 13, struck out 7. Not bad. Also, that 4 1/3 was hitless. Ungats on hits. And reports I keep reading out of different stuff I see online, stuff I look up. Ants touching 100. Where did that come from? First of all, I knew Ant could throw hard. Touching 100? Goodness. Red Sox got a steal in that third round. Talk about Dylan Cruz. We all know he got kicked down to a AAA affiliate for the Nationals, the Rochester Red Wings. We're not going to get into what the Nationals did with Dylan and we're not going to get into all that. There's some organizations in Major League Baseball that are good organizations, and some are not. Some are not. He isn't ripping up AAA ball at the moment. He's played 13 games. He's hitting 250 with a homer and 8 ribbies on the year. It's early. I think Dylan's still trying to adjust to certain things. He's still trying to make a couple adjustments in his swing. From everything I saw in spring training, Dylan's going to be Dylan. He's going to be back. He's still the GOAT. He's going to be back. I honestly hope the Nationals move on from Dylan. I hope somebody else goes and gets him. I think that would be better for Dylan in the long run. Let's go on to our next guy, Ethan Fry. Shout out to Miss Brandy Fry. But Ethan is in the high A affiliate with the Houston Astros, the Asheville Tourists. Fun fact, as y'all probably saw the picture, Jared and Ethan played against each other last week. That's always probably a fun little thing to see your buddy across the field. Now, Fry jumped on the scene in spring training, just tearing the cover off the ball in spring training. He looked great. He's been kind of scuffling at the plate as of late because he hasn't been ripping it up. I had the stats written down, but I didn't keep them. I wouldn't be surprised to see a kid like Fry in an Astros uniform one day in the show. I wouldn't be surprised. Kid runs like a gazelle, has power to all fields, and he can toss it. The Astros or the Tourists are playing him in right field, which I think is a good spot for him. But it's early, first year of pro ball. He's going to be fine. And then let's talk about Bear Jones. He's also in the high A affiliate with the Pirates, the Greensboro Grasshoppers. MLB names I love MLB names. He's currently hitting 226 with 3 ribbies in 8 games. Not terrible. Again, it's the same deal with Ethan Fry. I wouldn't be surprised to see Jerry Jones get up to the show one day. Honestly, I'll say this. I think Fry has a better chance than Bear to get up to the show and stay there. I'm not saying Bear can't make any adjustments and get to that point. I fully believe he can. We saw him make the adjustments from 23 to 25. But Bear's gonna be fine. Bear's gonna be fine. He's probably, I would guess, Bear gets to Double A this year and stays there for a good bit of the year. Here's a little fun fact for you, by the way. If the Zephyrs, I'll never call them the other name ever. If the Zephyrs are still in New Orleans, guess whose affiliate they were? We'd have had Dylan Cruz in New Orleans. That breaks my heart every time I think about it. Getting to the show, Paul Skeens, he started 3 games this year. He has a 5.25 ERA and he's 2-1. I told y'all earlier when I talked about ERAs with Kaysen, you'll be surprised. Paul Skeens has a 5.25 ERA. Now, he's 2-1. We all know about that 1/3 of an inning start. He had 2/3 of an inning start he had in his opening day. We all saw the highlights. They weren't great. It was kind of upsetting that his defense failed him that way. It'd be really cool to see Jared get up to Pittsburgh and play with Paul, but I think Paul's going to end up being in pinstripes by the time that day comes. That opening day game is skewing his stats. I fully believe and expect to hear Paul's name involved in Cy Young talks by the end of the year, even if he's still with the Pirates. The Pirates quietly are building a squad. You got Connor Griffin there, former LSU commit. If he'd have been at LSU. You got Connor Griffin there. You have a bunch of other guys. You have Jared Jones on their pitching staff. It's a different Bear. Different Jared Jones, not Bear. Pirates, if the Pirates get their mind right and start spending money, I think they'll have a hell of an organization. But the Pirates don't like spending money. It's that simple. I wanted to talk about other guys like Bregman, Josh Smith, Aaron Nola, Kevin Gosman, and a bunch of other Jake Fraley, a bunch of other guys that kind of like you see on the big board. You're at the games. A lot of them are scuffling. I think Bregman's hitting like 218 at the moment. Josh Smith isn't really in the role he was in prior. So I didn't want to come out here and say anything negative. Let's give those guys some time. Let them get some more at bats in, and they'll pick it up. But you're still the powerhouse. You still have gotten everybody more money in MLB contracts than anybody else in the country at LSU. Because of who? Jay Johnson. All right. Look at some comments real quick. Uncle Randy, how is Tommy Tanks doing? You know what? Uncle Randy, just for you. Let me do some quick look up real quick for you, buddy. Let me look at this real quick. Because I'll be honest with you, I did not look up Tommy. So currently, Tommy is in the AA affiliate with the Athletics. He's played in 9 games and he's hitting 375. Right now, Tommy is in the Athletics, the AA Athletics organization. I don't remember Midland. He has 1 pump on the year. He has 10 RBIs and he's hitting 375. Whew. Let Tommy White get hot. I need to talk to Uncle Randy before I ever do these shows because he gives me gold. Because you know what? He talks about Trey Morgan, family favorite in this household. My wife's favorite LSU baseball player, Trey Morgan. Ooh. Yeah, so we all knew he was with the AAA affiliate of the Rays in Durham with the Durham Bulls. He's only hitting 217 right now. He has 1 pump on the year with 3 ribbies. He's only played in 6 games, though. So give it time. He'll be all right. He'll be just fine. So he's batting, yeah, I said 217, right? Yeah, 217. All right. Me hide that. All right, let's do Take the Click. Now, quick little sidebar. A couple of these people made it on both of the Pick the Clicks. If you win the first one, I'm not putting your name in the second one. It's not fair. First one we're going to do is for the 2015 LSU Baseball Team Ball, because that was the one for Friday. Click to spin. I wish you would click to spin. Oh, I know what I got to do. Okay. There we go. Let's see who wins it. Mr. Scott Meyer. Mr. Scott Meyer, you have won 2015 LSU Baseball Team Ball. All righty. Let's go here. Let's see, Mr. Scott Meyer is not on the Daniel Dickinson jersey that is available now. Wait. Oh, that's right. I removed him. That threw me off so bad. Let me write that down. I apologize. Forgive me. Let me circle his name so I don't forget who won. Scott Meyer. All right. Daniel Dickinson jersey. Here we go. And the winner is Chase Orgeron. Daniel Dickinson jersey. I got to tell y'all one thing about Pick to Click.
You know what? You're spoiled. You're spoiled.
You're spoiled when it comes to Pick to Click. All right. Before I let y'all go, a couple things for me. Like the stream. Follow the pages. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please. It does a lot more than you think it does, and it's free. Helps. It doesn't really help me out monetarily because I'm not getting paid for any of this, but it just helps with the algorithm. You have until Saturday. If you made a donation to Miss Brandy Fry's giveaway for the cards, screenshot that like you did for her and put it on the comments so you can be involved. If you made a $25 donation to the coaches committee or to TAF, anything to do to help the baseball program, go put a screenshot in. It gets you into the giveaway. Can't give it to you if I don't know you made a donation. Quick thing. Follow Paul Jarrett 16. Follow at Walk It Off Talk. Again, those are free. Now, Saturday, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live again on Thursday. Well, probably not gonna go live on Thursday. Probably pre-recorded. Should have a really cool guest for y'all Thursday, by the way. But Saturday, we're gonna go live at the tailgate. I'm gonna have the jersey with me, and we're gonna have, like I did just now, all the names so that we can do the giveaway. You don't have to be at the game to get the jersey. Really help me if you were. But if you're not following the pages, you're not going to be in the drawing. It's not that hard to figure out. Aside from that, Pick to Clicks. Do another Pick to Click tomorrow. Oh, let me tell you all that. So I told y'all I would give you a little sneak peek. So Saturday, I'm going to do another William Schmidt signed baseball for Saturday. Also, since we're playing A&M, this guy's such a stud. How about the A&M signed? This is not like the fake sign. This is a real signature of Alex Bregman for the A&M series when he played. This is from 2015. So, Scott, you have a Alex Bregman signed baseball. How cool is that? And Chase Orgeron, you're going to have that Dane Dickinson jersey. All right. Get your Pick to Clicks in. Like, follow, subscribe, leave a comment, notification bell, all that good jazz. Support those who support us. Go get your orders in for Lamy Sourdough Bakery. We are having the tailgate Saturday. I'm working on last minute things on where the tailgate will be and all that good jazz. Some people have came up and they have really tried to help us out with this because we are trying to support LSU baseball and trying to drive this. So please support those who support us. When I get a little more information, I'm going to blast it out there. Y'all please help support these people. they're doing all this. They're helping you out, helping me out, which is helping you out because less money I have to spend on tailgate, the more money I get to spend on pick to click and giveaways and all this other stuff, right? If you have any suggestions for pick to click giveaways, let me hear them. Love to hear them. Aside from that, God loves you. I love you. All God wants you to do is love him back. All he wants you to do is love him back. God loves you. Find your time with our Lord and Savior. Find your time to really dive into him. And I'm going to start doing this. John 3:27. John replied, "No one can receive anything unless God gives it from heaven." It's that simple. I love you. God loves you. Support these Tigers. Uplift them. Don't trash them. Until then, I'll see y'all on Pick to Click tomorrow. And I'll see y'all Thursday. Till then, stay safe and know that I love you. See you around.